Periyava Sharanam, Glimpses from Sri Mahaperiyava's Life History, Volume 3, Chapter 10, Continued. Year 1927. Mahaperiyava visited Kerala in 1927 and provided further help towards procurement of teak wood for the chariot. Thus began the construction work for a new chariot. Hundreds of skilled workers tirelessly worked for about 2 years to build the new chariot for Tiruvarur temple. The Tiruvarur Tyagaraja temple chariot weighs approximately 300 tons with a height of over 90 feet. It is considered to be the biggest in the state of Tamil Nadu. Brindavanam for Peetam's 58th Shankaracharya. There is a small village called Vadavambalam located east of Senthanur railway station and south of Viluppuram town. Mahaperiyava visited this village prior to Puducherry trip. According to Kamakoti Peetam's Guru Parampara, succession of Gurus, Sri Atma Bodhendra Saraswati Swamigal, the 58th Shankaracharya had attained Samadhi, a state of final absorption into the self at death at this village. The Guru Parampara further says that Sri Atma Bodhendra Swamigal had belonged to Virudachalam city. He had travelled all over India and lived in Kashi, now Varanasi, for many years, wrote the commentary for Sri Rudram and was the head of the Peetam for 52 years. The location of Swamigal's Samadhi was not known. Mahaperiyava visited Vadavambalam village to discover this location. After going around the village's green fields, Mahaperiyava pointed to one spot and wanted that spot to be dug. The villagers who followed Mahaperiyava said that they had dug the place many times but never found any signs of a Samadhi. However, Mahaperiyava persuaded them to dig that spot again. Therefore, the villagers started digging, and after some depth, a human skull was discovered. During the digging process, one of the diggers, whose name was Kumaramangalam Shambamurthy Shastri, fell down and shouted, "Stop, stop!" to the other diggers. For some time, Shastri was lying unconscious. When Shastri regained his consciousness, he described the miraculous vision that he had seen in the unconscious state as follows. The figure of a sannyasi wearing saffron robes, holding a dandam stick in his hand, vibhuti ash on his forehead, Rudraksha bead mala around his neck, and reaching almost the sky, appeared before my eyes. I saw thousands of Brahmins before the figure, chanting Upanishad mantras. Following the Jain figure's order to stop the chanting, I also said, "Stop." Then I heard the figure say feebly, "Don't dig, don't dig." Soon the figure gradually receded and finally disappeared. Later I heard someone chanting Sadashivam, Sadashivam, and that too stopped after some time. The villagers were surprised to witness this incident and asked for Mahaperiyava's instructions on what needs to be done further. As per Mahaperiyava's desire, the piece of land over the dug spot was donated to the mutt. Under the supervision of a local Reddiyar, a Brindavanam was built at that spot. Brindavanam is a tomb of a Hindu spiritual guru. It is simple in construction and consists of a raised platform over which a tulasi plant is grown. It is believed that the Guru's spiritual powers still exist and prayers are generally held at the Brindavanam. Thus, on January 17, 1927, at Vadavambalam, Mahaperiyava established the Brindavanam for Atma Bodhendra Swamigal, the 58th Shankaracharya of the Kamakoti Peetham. Kerala trip. In May 1927, Mahaperiyava visited Palakkad in Kerala. He stayed in Palakkad's 18 Agraharams for about a month and later accepted royal honours from the king of Kollangodu. Mahaperiyava spoke so clearly in Malayalam language that the local people believed that he belonged to Kerala. Tiruppugal Mani. A Chennai-based lawyer, Shri T. M. Krishnaswamy Iyer and his group performed Tiruppugal bhajans before Mahaperiyava in Palakkad. Tiruppugal songs are in praise of Lord Muruga, and Mahaperiyava was always happy to hear them. Iyer's devotional music was so pleasing that Mahaperiyava named Iyer as Tiruppugal Mani and honoured him with a Kashmir shawl. Meeting with Mahatma Gandhi. On October 15, 1927, a historic meeting took place between Mahaperiyava and Mahatma Gandhi. This meeting was held in a cowshed in Nelicheri village of Palakkad. Only one or two key persons were admitted into this meeting. None of the media reporters was admitted. Mahatma Gandhi greeted Mahaperiyava in the traditional Hindu way. After a few minutes of silence, Mahaperiyava spoke a few words in Sanskrit extending a welcome and requesting Gandhiji to be seated. After taking a seat on the floor, Gandhiji requested permission to speak in Hindi as he was not used to converse in Sanskrit, though he could understand Sanskrit words. Since Mahaperiyava could understand Hindi, the dialogue began with Mahaperiyava talking in Sanskrit and Gandhiji in Hindi. During this meeting, Mahaperiyava appreciated Gandhiji's services as they were based on religious fundamentals and spirituality that would help nation building, and also the recognition that relying on human strength alone would lead to destruction. Gandhiji was known to express his thoughts frankly without distortion. The dialogue was without any arguments and reflected the affection for each other. The conversation lasted for about an hour. Finally, when Gandhiji took leave, he said he was greatly benefited by this meeting with Mahaperiyava and would keep Mahaperiyava's suggestions in mind and to act upon them as much as possible. It was around 5:30 in the evening and Rajaji, who was waiting outside, went inside the shed and reminded Gandhiji about his evening meal, as it was known that Gandhiji would not take food after 6 p.m. At this, Gandhiji seems to have observed, the conversation that I am having with the Acharya is itself my evening meal for today. Mahaperiyava gave Gandhiji a grapefruit. Gandhiji received it with devotion and said it was his favorite fruit. That evening, at a public meeting in Coimbatore, Gandhiji was asked about the details of his conversation with Mahaperiyava. Gandhiji declined to reveal the details as it was a private meeting and matters close to his heart were discussed. Mahaperiyava also did not reveal any details about this conversation. The description provided here is based on the information gathered from someone who was present at this private meeting. To be continued, Periyava Sharanam.